It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, no yawning, no whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot.
The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot.
They tried to me, want me hot. I won't be hot. I run and hit the corner hot. I'm headed for the border hot. Mix the with water hot. To my auntie Hungary, I can't be hot. So I to my family, I hope they don't like they tryna win a Grammy. I hope it ain't an act like they tryna win an Emmy. I'm tryna get a nut, so I'm moving like I'm Sandy. I'm living underwater, I don't know how I can't breathe. Maybe it's the scuba dive air tank. Maybe it's to do it when they say I can't. Maybe it's the is what they say I ain't. But either way, I ain't taking that bait. It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, no yawning, no whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot.
The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is
really cold in the wintertime, cold in the summer, cold when the wind blows, cold like December. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be cold anyway.
The block's definition of hot, I be a simile. I know the definition of op, that be the enemy. I seen a lot of brothers get, God forbid, and get locked, cause they ain't tending me. Diaz, buenos dias to senoritas. By the kiosk for fly Adidas, forever eating la comida. We lurking just to catch you lacking, like we on cheaters. Free us, rip us, long live us. We try to grab the plate of what the won't give us. Most of mine never had a Thanksgiving, so instead of giving thanks, man, taking what's given. City. Girl free to if you don't wear it wide. When it comes to paper, that's that I require. When it comes to power, that's that I desire. For real.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, no yawning, no whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot.
The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is
really cold in the winter.
Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. You look at Sacramento. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
I know one thing the Kings wanted to focus on this season, and Brent, that was defense.
Well, they're a team that's been at the bottom of the league on the defensive ratings for quite some time. And one way to remain competitive is to bring your defensive intensity on a nightly basis. It's going to be a point of emphasis for this new coaching staff to get these guys on board.
And it's Sacramento's ball. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Assisted by
more and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. And again, it's the Suns missing. Barnes, right side. Pass to Sabonis. Lays it up off the glass. Sabonis has got 6 points. Suns still looking like they're getting going here. 6-point game. Paul for 3. They get it back. Here's Bridges. And it's sent back by Sabonis.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Murray right side.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
It's up a three. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Sabonis. Now Murray. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Johnson. Right block shot. The shot's good.
This Booker can score when it looks so difficult. What an impact on that end.
Fox with it. The kick out to Barnes. Down low. There's Sabonis. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Sabonis has got 8 points.
Nice to see Sabonis and some of that mobility for a big man to use that screen and roll.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
They get the rebound. Lee outside. Pass to Craig. Shoots over Lyles. Now here's Šarić. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And here is Davis. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And he sinks the second.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
Booker outside. From outside the arc. Phoenix no good that time either. A pass to Fox. And here is Holmes. Covered by Šarić. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Fox, no good.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
No good from Booker.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And Holmes throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Pass to Monk. And that does it for the first quarter. Kings lead by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get it.
The Kings, 13. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
It's way more convenient now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Booker, right side. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
First team.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Back to Murray. Sabonis trying to get open. Murray, good. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Suns call time. Like many scouts felt, Murray was the most NBA ready of all the draft prospects last year.
He understands what he does well and plays to that. He can control the pace. It's hard for defenders to speed him up, and he gives you versatility at both ends.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. For three, a Kogi. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Second team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Kings leading now by 5. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin Herter.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Nobody near Barnes. And the three off target. Pass to Craig. No good that time. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. To the paint. Right side, Sabonis. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 9-point Kings lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Paul. Rejected by Murray. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
In for the Kings.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Paul can't get it to go.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
In the corner, Murray with it. Back from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Barnes left side. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Phoenix calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The shot's good from Paul.